There's a good chance this will be my last time up here. There are some things happening right now, and just like to catch you guys up. So in the last week, we put in 24 moving blankets, hundreds of sound deadening acoustic panels, and soft foam under the stage. It's obvious there's no way to fix this, and it's obvious that none of you are just going to let it continue to happen. So with that being said, you know, we've turned it down, and people just have no interest in coming to the shows when we turn it down. We provide people a concert-going experience, not what you can produce in your garage. People are coming to us because they can't get that at home, right? So that's what we're providing. Here are my questions. How many times a year can I get an extension permit? What is the cost? After a warning or citation, how much time elapses before another ticket arrives and another visit from the police ends up getting me another citation? Can they physically come and force people to leave before our show is done, even if it is 11 or 12 o'clock? Can they physically come and round people up and drag them out of my facility? I need to know all of these questions. I also need to know the total fine amounts. As of right now, our last show is scheduled at the Max on June 22nd. It's over after that. I had interest, somebody called me today with interest in purchasing the property, and I told him I'd be out by June 1st, or July 1st. So that's the plan right now, because it's obviously isn't gonna get rectified. I can't fix it. I figured at least with me turning it down and what I did, it would at least be a compromise and there wouldn't have been a problem, and yet there was. People left our facility because I heard it come across on a scanner, and then I had a buddy message me and tell me that's when everybody took off. They just were like, we're done. So, or someone had called him and told him, but I got a message from a friend right before they showed up. Our music was on 24 minutes. We have 3 bass-related shows scheduled until midnight before we close. 2 other outdoor rock shows that are already scheduled, and I have paid down payments. I've got over $20,000 invested in the upcoming shows before July 1st. So again, I need to know if you can walk people out, if the music's going until midnight, if it's getting shut down, how much we're gonna get forced. I need to know all these answers so that I can make adjustments. And then the concert promoters said if it's a $500 fine for the night, they'll just pay it to shut everybody out. That's their plan. It's just to pay whatever fines I get for those nights until we're out of here. Also, they were talking about possibly getting permits that would allow me to operate till midnight. I could probably get them to stop at midnight if I had a permit and people in the city could understand it's just that one night. Also, in the last couple of months, my business plans have changed to suit things. We had one EDM show and it made a lot of money, so we started rolling with it. Then these things came in. There have been no other speakers at it. What I have right now is what I had when I moved in. Just been playing a different type of music, okay? My business plan evolved downtown, and then what happened? You guys shut me down because my business plan evolved, right? Isn't that what businesses do? When things aren't going good, you evolve into what is bringing you in revenue streams. It's not like Steve Bezos jumped in and said, hey, I'm gonna sell books and I'm never gonna open anything else. Now he's the richest man, got Amazon, right? He evolved, he changed his business plan. But yet I wake up in the mornings on Sunday morning and I get a message from Dale on my Facebook Messenger. No, it's your bad business plan that's the problem, Dave. I'm sick of the harassment and I'm sick of getting bullied and waking up by you messaging me every time I post something on Facebook, okay?
At least they do it to you personally, not put it out over the web where everybody can
Go
comment
ahead,
on how much.
but when you're messaging me personally, I'm taking it as a personal attack.
Yeah, okay, Dave.
Starting at the next meeting, I'll be bringing screenshots of documents and also recorded conversations as we go forward here. I do now have legal representation in these matters going forward by Bruce Leach Law Firm downstate. Thank you.
Dave, get to the question that Jordan.
I'll address all these questions and provide them to him in written statements about my fines and what's going to happen as we go forward.
Dave, I have one question for you.
I don't.
If we that the speakers were there when you moved in to build it.
Well, I bought them when I moved in to do this, yes.
Okay, I had someone come to me and tell me that he put them in. That would be Dave Johnson.
Yep, Dave has been there, and he was actually the one who came and took decibel readings outside of my door. But again, this isn't about decibels. It's about subjective terms in which an officer or a person says it's too loud. It's subjective. There's no way to measure it. There's no way to check it.
I'm just.
I know. I'm just on
I'm
defense
asking-
because of
I'm
what's all
asking
happening.
Because the way you stated it,
Yes.
you said you walked into the building, everything was there. And
Well,
that
obviously,
I had
it wasn't a
somebody
fun
else
center.
Tell me that he was the one that installed the equipment.
Yeah, obviously it
So
wasn't
I'm
a fun
looking for
center when I
different
moved in there. So when I moved in there, I purchased the sound system and put it in place.
Okay.
Nothing has been added since my original purchase and entry into that building.
Okay, that's all I needed to know.
Does anybody have any other questions before I leave? Thank you.
I'm gonna qualify what I did with Dave, okay? Since he brought it up so what had happened was, there was a Facebook thing that came up that the cops shut me down again. That's what the first statement was. So, what I did was, I don't like when people try to bullshit somebody, okay? If you're gonna say it, say the truth. So, what I did was, let me get it up here so I can, tell you exactly. So I measured him at 8 o'clock in the morning. Okay, it was 8:06. Okay, and that's all I said was, I wish you would tell the true story, because what he put on Facebook is City shut him down. Because this was after I went to the police station at 6 o'clock and met with the cops, and they told me what happened and everything. So the police did not shut me down. They went up there at 20 after 10, and you are already starting to close up shop. There were 3 people there, you, your wife, and an employee. I said, at least tell people the truth. Okay, at least this is what I received from the police. Okay? Then he tells me it doesn't matter, Dale. It's all over, and the city was the catalyst. Okay? So we're getting blamed for whatever is going on up there. Okay? And then I went into, I said, no, I think it's your bad business plan was the problem. I said, and it does matter when you blame someone else and it's not true. Okay? I'm being upfront. I don't care. I mean, if it's politically right, fine. If it's not, too bad. That's the way I am. There's other people I can call out too, but I'm not going to at this point. The attorney's going to do that for me. He writes, thanks for the encouragement. And I said, well, that's, I ain't going to read the other one because it includes some other person. I'll leave that one go. I just said, somebody's not helping you at all. Okay? Then he says there, I changed the first line, which he went from the cops shut us down to what it is now, right? They came by, okay? He took the shutdown part out, okay? So I told him, I used to give you credit. He says, there, I changed the first line, I hope you're happy now. I said, I used to give you encouragement all the time until you started blaming me for everything. Well, everything that comes up, guess what? I get blamed for it, and I don't say a freaking word, okay? So he writes, right, just like the dispensary. He goes back into dispensary license again, all right? So we had a conversation about that, okay? So basically, he's telling me he's going away in June. That's the thing. There it is. You know, I figured people are gonna lie and call us out on it. I'm gonna call them out on it. So it is what it is. Simple as that. That's what I said. So anybody want a copy of it? I'll give it to you. Okay. There is more, but I don't want to get other people involved at this point. So okay. Motion.